I stare at the half-empty closet, counting the empty hangers like Morse code signals spelling out disaster. 15 years of marriage reduced to the rhythmic scraping of metal on metal as Derek yanks his clothes free, one garment at a time. You're really doing this? My voice sounds foreign, like it's coming from somewhere outside my body. Just like that? He doesn't look at me, just keeps methodically emptying his side of the closet. The expensive suits I helped him pick for client meetings. The casual shirts Maya and I got him last Father's Day. All of it, going into a sleek black suitcase that I've never seen before. I'm Alondra, and until 20 minutes ago I thought I was living someone else's life. A good life. The kind where your husband doesn't pack his bags on a random Tuesday evening while your 8-year-old daughter is at her piano lesson. Derek, I grab one of his shirts before he can add it to the pile. At least tell me why. He finally meets my eyes, and what I see there makes my stomach turn. Nothing. No guilt, no anger, no regret. Just empty calculation, like he's reviewing a business proposal. It's not working anymore, he says, tugging the shirt from my grip. You know that as well as I do. No, I really don't. My fingers curl into fists at my sides. What I know is that yesterday, we were planning Maya's birthday party. And today, you're walking out on us without even... Don't make this harder than it needs to be. He zips the suitcase with a finality that echoes through the room. I'll have my lawyer contact you about arrangements. Lawyer? The word tastes like poison. You already have a lawyer? He checks his watch, the one I gave him for our 10th anniversary, and sighs like I'm an employee who's making him late for a meeting. I need to go. Maya will be home soon, and it's better if I'm not here. Better for who? I step between him and the door. Because it's not better for her. And it's certainly not better for me to explain to our daughter why her father disappeared without saying goodbye. I'll call her tomorrow. He sidesteps me with practiced ease, dragging the suitcase behind him. Once things have settled, I follow him down the stairs, my mind racing through possibilities. An affair? Financial troubles? But nothing explains this cold, calculated exit. The Derek I knew, would never. The front door opens, and my heart stops. Maya stands there, her piano books clutched to her chest, eyes wide as she takes in the scene. Her father with his suitcase. Her mother on the verge of tears. Daddy? Her voice is small, uncertain. Where are you going? Derek freezes, his hand still on the doorknob. For a moment, I see a crack in his facade, a flicker of something that might be pain. Then it's gone, replaced by that same empty professionalism. I have to go away for a while, sweetheart. I'll call you tomorrow, okay? He doesn't wait for her response, doesn't hug her goodbye, just walks past her to the waiting taxi I hadn't even noticed until now. Maya drops her books and runs after him. Daddy, wait! I catch her before she can reach the sidewalk, holding her as she struggles. We watch together as Derek loads his suitcase into the trunk, gets into the back seat, and disappears down our tree-lined street without a backward glance. Maya's small body shakes with sobs against mine. I should be crying too, but something else is taking root inside me. Something hot and sharp and dangerous. Because now I know this wasn't a sudden decision. This was planned, calculated, every detail arranged in advance, from the taxi to the lawyer to the timing of his exit. And as I stand there, holding my daughter while our world crumbles around us, I make a promise to myself. Derek thinks he's written the ending to our story, but he's wrong. This isn't an ending at all, it's a declaration of war. The first thing I notice when I walk into my mother's design studio is the stack of accounting papers on her desk. Evelyn never leaves paperwork visible. It ruins the aesthetic, she always says. But today they're there, arranged in neat piles like evidence at a crime scene. You've been crying, she says, rising from her ergonomic chair. Sit down before you collapse. I sink into the leather sofa, the one she imported from Milan last year. Maya's curled up in the corner, absorbed in her tablet, headphones blocking out our adult conversations. Just like at home, she's retreated into her own world since Derek left 3 days ago. He's emptied our joint account. The words taste like battery acid. Every penny, Mother, even Maya's college fund. Evelyn's perfectly manicured nails drum against her desk. I warned you about joint accounts when you married him. A woman should always... Not now. I press my fingers to my temples. I need help, not lectures. She studies me for a moment, then pulls out a manila envelope. I had my accountant prepare these after your call yesterday. Financial records, property assessments, everything we'll need to protect your assets. Of course she did. Evelyn's always 3 steps ahead, especially when it comes to money. It's how she built her empire after my father died, turning a small interior design business into a multi-million-dollar firm. There's something else. She slides a piece of paper across the desk. Derek's restaurant. Look at the ownership structure. I scan the document, then read it again. This can't be right. He told me he owns 60%. He owns 25%, and he's leveraged even that against personal loans. She leans forward. Alondra, darling, when was the last time you actually looked at your family's finances? The question hits like a slap. I'd trusted Derek to handle the money while I focused on my design career in Maya. He'd always said he had everything under control, that his restaurant was thriving. Oh God! A memory surfaces. Derek's face 2 months ago when I mentioned expanding my freelance business. The flash of something in his eyes. Not pride, not support. He resented me. Men often do. Evelyn's voice carries years of hard-won wisdom, especially when their wives outshine them. My phone buzzes. A text from an unknown number. We need to talk about Derek. Meet me at Riverside Park, 7 p.m. Liam. Derek's friend? Evelyn asks, reading over my shoulder. The one who helped him start the restaurant? I nod, remembering Liam's too wide smile at our dinner parties, the way he and Derek would huddle in corners, conversations stopping when I approached. He knows something. Then you need to know it too. Evelyn opens her desk drawer and removes a small recorder. Take this and remember what I taught you. Information is power. Maya looks up from her tablet, suddenly alert. Is Daddy in trouble? The question hangs in the air like smoke. I cross to the sofa and pull her close, breathing in the strawberry scent of her shampoo. No, baby. We're just trying to understand some grown-up things. He didn't call yesterday, she whispers. He promised. Evelyn's expression hardens. She reaches for her phone, but I shake my head. Let Derek dig his own grave with broken promises. Each one is another nail in the coffin of Maya's trust in him. I should go. I stand, taking the recorder and envelope. The park isn't far, but I want to scope it out before meeting Liam. Be careful! Evelyn's warning follows me to the door. Men like Derek don't just walk away without a reason. Whatever you find out tonight, it's probably worse than you imagine. I pause at the threshold, looking back at Maya. She's returned to her tablet, but her shoulders are tense, her small frame rigid with unspoken anxiety. Mother? I keep my voice low. If anything happens to me, nothing will happen. She cuts me off with trademark certainty. But Maya can stay with me tonight. Go find out what Derek's been hiding. As I drive toward Riverside Park, the recorder heavy in my pocket, I realize Evelyn's right. This isn't just about a failed marriage or wounded pride anymore. Derek's running from something, or toward something, and whatever it is, he thought it was worth destroying our family to protect. By sunset, I'll know what that something is. And then I'll make him wish he'd never underestimated me. Riverside Park feels different after sunset. The shadows stretch longer, darker, hiding things that shouldn't exist in decent neighborhoods, like the truth I'm about to learn. Liam's already waiting at the agreed spot, his silhouette unmistakable against the river's gleam. He's wearing the same expensive suit he always does. But something's off. The confidence is gone, replaced by nervous energy as he paces near the railing. You're early, he says when I approach. His eyes dart around like he's expecting company. Did anyone follow you? I press record on the device in my pocket. Who would be following me, Liam? He laughs, but it's hollow. You really don't know anything, do you? Derek always said you were focused elsewhere. Then enlighten me. I lean against the railing, forcing casualness I don't feel. Start with why my husband emptied our accounts before disappearing. Because he needed capital. Liam loosens his tie. The restaurant's just a front, Alondra. Has been for 2 years now. The words hit like ice water. A front for what? Money laundering mainly. Some other things. He pulls out a cigarette, hands shaking as he lights it. The Castillo family needed legitimate businesses to clean their cash. Derek needed investors. It seemed perfect until... The Castillos? My voice sounds distant, unreal. The same ones from the news? The drug cartel? Keep your voice down! Liam glances over his shoulder. Look, I'm only telling you this because you deserve to know. Derek's in deep. They're squeezing him for more than he can deliver, and now he's running. But they'll find him. They always do. A jogger passes by. We fall silent until she's gone. But my mind is screaming. Drug money, cartels. My husband, the man who read bedtime stories to our daughter, was laundering money for criminals. That's why he left us? The recorder feels heavy in my pocket. To protect his criminal partners? To protect you. Liam takes a long drag. They started asking questions about you, your mother's business, the properties she owns. Derek knew they were looking for new opportunities to expand their operation. My blood runs cold. They were targeting my mother's firm? Are targeting, present tense. He drops the cigarette, crushing it under his shoe. Derek thought if he disappeared, they'd focus on finding him instead of exploring other ventures. But he was wrong. They're still interested in Evelyn's business. Perfect setup for their needs. High-end clients, international transactions. A flash of movement catches my eye. A black SUV crawling past the park entrance. Liam sees it too. I shouldn't be here. He straightens his jacket. Neither should you. Go home, Alondra. Take Maya and leave town for a while, please. Wait. I grab his arm. There's more you're not telling me. He pulls away, but not before I see real fear in his eyes. Ask Derek about Sophie. Ask him what really happened to the original restaurant investors. But don't ask me anything else. I've said too much already. He walks away quickly, disappearing into the darkness. I stand there, frozen, as another black SUV drives past. Same model, different plates. My phone buzzes. A text from Derek. Stop asking questions. You're putting everyone in danger. I type back with shaking fingers. You put us in danger the moment you got involved with criminals. His response comes instantly. You don't understand. I did it for us, for the lifestyle you wanted. Rage floods my system, hot and clarifying. The lifestyle I wanted? I delete his number without responding. The recorder clicks off in my pocket. Memory full. I have what I need now. Evidence. Names. Connections. But knowledge isn't power when it can get you killed. My phone buzzes again. Unknown number. Mrs. Martinez, we should discuss your mother's business portfolio. Dinner tomorrow? I delete that too. Hands steady now. They're watching. Have been watching. Every move, every conversation, every possibility for profit or exploitation. Derek didn't just betray our marriage, he painted targets on all our backs. The third black SUV rolls past as I walk to my car. I don't run, don't look around, just walk, keys gripped between my knuckles, mind already racing ahead. I know what I have to do now. It's not enough to expose Derek anymore. I have to destroy him completely, before he can drag anyone else into his web of lies. Before the Castillos decide my mother's business is too tempting to resist. Before Maya learns that her father didn't just abandon us, he sacrificed us. The restaurant's Yelp page glows on my laptop screen, cursor hovering over the post review button. 3 stars, just enough to seem legitimate, not enough to help business. The comment I've crafted is subtle. Hints about food safety concerns, questions about financial stability. Nothing provably false, but deadly in its implications. My finger trembles above the mouse. This is wrong, petty, beneath me. I click post anyway. Mommy? Maya's voice startles me. She stands in my home office doorway, clutching her tablet. Someone at school said Daddy's restaurant might close. I close the laptop too quickly. Sometimes businesses have problems, sweetheart. It doesn't mean... Is that why those men were watching our house? The question stops my breath. What men? In the black car. She hugs the tablet tighter. They were there when I got home from piano yesterday, and this morning. My hands start shaking. I grab my phone, pulling up the security app I installed last week. The footage shows exactly what she described. A black SUV, different from the ones at the park, but just as ominous. The doorbell rings. Through my office window, I see Evelyn's Mercedes in the driveway. She never visits unannounced. Maya, go to your room, lock the door. Don't come out until I call you. She hesitates. Like when Daddy and Uncle Liam had their special meetings? The implications of that hit me like a punch. How much has my 8-year-old seen? How long has she been carrying these secrets? Evelyn's already letting herself in when I reach the foyer. Her face is ash gray. We have a problem. She throws a manila envelope on the coffee table. Inside are photos. Derek at various meetings, handling packages, exchanging envelopes, and more recent ones, me at Riverside Park with Liam, Maya at school, Evelyn leaving her office. They came with this. She hands me a business card. Expensive stock, embossed lettering. Sophie Chen, Business Development Director. Derek's Sophie? My laugh sounds hysterical even to me. She works for them? She works for everyone. Evelyn sinks onto the sofa. I did some digging. She specializes in identifying vulnerable businesses for takeover. The restaurant was just her way in. Now she set her sights on my firm. The pieces clicked together. That's why Derek ran. He realized she was using him to get to you. Using both of you. Evelyn's voice hardens. Your marriage problems made you perfect targets. A desperate husband, a successful wife with connections to bigger opportunities. My phone buzzes. A new review on the restaurant's page. Wonderful atmosphere, excellent service. Don't believe the negative reviews. They're from a bitter ex-wife trying to destroy a good man's business. Shame on you, Alondra. Sophie's signature move, turning the tables, making me look like the villain. I have to shut down the review campaign, I say, reaching for my laptop. It's too late. Evelyn pulls out more photos. They've been documenting everything. Every fake review, every call to health inspectors, every meeting with competitors. They'll use it all to discredit you if you try to expose them. Then what do? She meets my eyes. We give them what they want, on our terms. Your business? The thought makes me sick. Everything you've built? Better to lose it controlled than have it stolen. She grips my hand. But first, we need leverage. Something they want more than my company. My phone buzzes again. Derek, stop digging, please. You don't know what Sophie is capable of. But I'm starting to understand exactly what she's capable of. And what I'm capable of, too. Maya, I call out. You can come down now. She appears at the top of the stairs, tablet in hand. I recorded them, she says quietly. The men in the car, and Uncle Liam's meetings with Daddy. I have videos. Evelyn and I exchange looks. My brilliant, observant daughter, gathering evidence while we thought she was playing games. Send them to my secure server, Evelyn says. Then delete everything from your device. I pull Maya close, feeling her small heart racing against mine. We're going to fix this, I promise. But not with fake reviews or subtle threats. We're going to destroy them the way they tried to destroy us. From the inside out. Through the window, I spot the black SUV crawling past our house again. Let them watch. Let them think they have us trapped. They don't know what a mother is capable of when her family is threatened, and they're about to find out. The restaurant's parking lot is half empty when I pull in, exactly as planned. 3 weeks of carefully orchestrated reviews, whispered rumors, and anonymous tips to health inspectors have done their work. Derek's empire is crumbling, brick by carefully undermined brick. I shouldn't be here, but I need to see it for myself. Through the window, I spot Sophie working the floor, her designer dress incongruous among the casual diners. She moves with practiced grace, touching shoulders, laughing at jokes, building allies. The perfect hostess, just like she was the perfect mistress. My phone vibrates. Evelyn. Meeting set with Castillo representatives tomorrow. Don't do anything to jeopardize it. Too late. I'm already pushing through the door, bell chiming my arrival. Sophie's smile freezes when she sees me. We're fully booked. Doesn't look that way. I gesture at the empty tables. Slow night? Business fluctuates. Her perfectly manicured nails drum against the hostess stand. But you'd know all about that, wouldn't you? A waiter approaches, then retreats at Sophie's sharp gesture. The remaining customers studiously avoid looking our way. Where is he? I keep my voice low, controlled. Derek needs to sign the divorce papers. He's dealing with more important matters. She steps closer, voice dropping, like saving his business from his vindictive ex-wife's sabotage campaign. Funny, I thought he'd be busy explaining to the Castillos why their investment is tanking. Her smile slips, just for a moment. You have no idea what game you're playing, don't I? I pull out my phone showing her Maya's recordings. My daughter's quite the documentarian. These would make fascinating viewing for the health department, or the police, or the media. The color drains from her face. You wouldn't dare. Try me. I swipe to another video, Sophie herself, meeting with known Castillo associates. I'm not the desperate housewife you thought you could manipulate. And Derek isn't the only one with something to lose. The kitchen doors burst open. Derek storms out, face twisted with rage and fear. What are you doing here? Getting your attention. I turn the phone toward him. Maya saw everything, Derek. Every meeting, Every package, every lie. He grabs my arm, pulling me toward his office. Sophie follows, heels clicking like warning shots. "You're going to get us all killed," he hisses once the door closes. "You did that when you involved our family with criminals. I did it to keep up with you." His control shatters. Your success, your mother's connections, your perfect life. Do you know what it's like living in that shadow? Poor Derek. My laugh sounds foreign, bitter. So threatened by your wife's success that you turned to crime. Was Sophie part of the original plan, or just a bonus? Sophie steps between us. I approached him. The restaurant was perfect for our needs. And Derek? She touches his arm possessively. Derek was perfect too, so eager to prove himself. By betraying everything he claimed to love? By surviving. Derek slumps into his chair. The Castillos own me now. They own all of us. Not me. I set my phone on his desk, playing Maya's videos. And not my daughter. Sign the papers, Derek. Walk away, or these go public. Sophie's laugh is cold. You'd risk everything? Your mother's business? Your daughter's safety? I already have a plan for that. I meet Derek's eyes. Remember what you always said about me? That I was too focused, too driven? You were right. And now that focus is on destroying you. You can't win this, he whispers. Watch me. The office door opens. Liam stands there, face grim. They're here. Through the window, I see 3 black SUVs pulling into the parking lot. The same ones that have been watching my house, following Maya. Sophie straightens her dress. Right on schedule. What did you do? Derek's voice shakes. Called in the cavalry? She smirks at me. Let's see how focused you are when facing the real players, Alondra. I should be terrified. Instead, a strange calm settles over me. This is what I've been waiting for. The moment when all the pieces align. Perfect timing. I press send on the email I composed this morning. Because I just sent copies of everything. The videos, the financial records, the proof of Sophie's double dealing. To every news outlet in the state. The color drains from Sophie's face. Derek lunges for my phone. Too late. The game is changing. And this time I'm writing the rules. The Castillo's men don't look like criminals. They wear tailored suits and polite smiles as they escort me into the restaurant's private dining room. Like bankers. Like businessmen. Like Derek, before I knew what he really was. Their leader sits at the head of the table, fingers steepled. Mrs. Martinez, your email campaign was impressive. Alondra, please. I take the offered seat, hands steady despite everything. And it wasn't a campaign, just insurance. Sophie hovers by the door, her perfect composure cracking. Derek stands behind her, face ashen. The morning news plays silently on a wall-mounted TV, showing footage of police raids at multiple restaurants across the city. Insurance. The man, I still don't know his name, slides a tablet across the table. Like these videos your daughter recorded? My heart stops. On screen, Maya's face appears, filming through her bedroom window. Recent footage from last night. Don't! Derek starts forward, but Sophie grabs his arm. Your daughter has quite an eye for detail. The man's smile doesn't reach his eyes. It would be a shame if something happened to stifle her creative pursuits. The threat hangs in the air like smoke. I taste copper, realize I've bitten through my lip. What do you want? The same thing we've always wanted. Your mother's business, its connections, its potential. He gestures expansively. Derek was supposed to facilitate that transition smoothly. When he failed, Sophie stepped in. Now here we are making things complicated. My phone buzzes. Evelyn, where are you? The FBI is here. The man's smile widens. Ah, right on schedule. Your mother made the call, I assume? What? We've been working with Evelyn for months. Sophie steps forward, triumphant. Who do you think introduced me to Derek? We needed someone close to you, someone who could help guide you toward cooperation. The room tilts sideways. My mother wouldn't... Your mother is a businesswoman. The man's voice is almost gentle. She understands the value of strategic partnerships, unlike you, with your messy emotions and desperate revenge plots. The TV catches my eye again. Breaking news banner. Local designer linked to money laundering operation. My face appears on screen, followed by Derek's, then Maya's school photo. No! The word comes out strangled. You can't! We already have. He stands, straightening his jacket. Your reputation is ruined. Your daughter's safety is compromised. Your mother's cooperation is secured. The only question is, will you finally stop fighting? Derek moves toward me, face twisted with genuine anguish. I tried to warn you. I tried to protect you by leaving. By running away, I spit back. Like always. Enough! The man's voice cuts through the tension. Mrs. Martinez, you have 1 hour to sign over your shares in your mother's company. After that, he glances at the tablet, still showing Maya's face. Well, my phone buzzes again. Unknown number. Maya is safe. Trust no one. Wait for signal. I almost laugh. Trust no one? Too late. My husband betrayed me. My mother sold me out. Even my revenge has been turned against me. I'll need to review the paperwork, I say, voice hollow. Of course. He signals, and a thick contract appears. Take your time. Sophie will stay with you. They file out, leaving Sophie standing guard. Derek hesitates at the door. I'm sorry, he whispers. I never wanted... Get out! The door closes. Sophie smirks. You should have stayed in your lane, Alondra. Focused on your little design projects instead of playing detective. I stare at the contract, mind racing. The FBI is with my mother. Maya is supposedly safe. Everything I thought I knew about my family, my marriage, my life, has been a carefully constructed lie. But there's one truth they don't know, one card I haven't played. My phone buzzes one final time. The signal I've been waiting for. Package delivered. Countdown started. I look up at Sophie, managing a broken smile. You're right. I should have stayed in my lane.